Hello, this is Coffee Break with Ninita, a daily guide of coping skills that gets us through by making us strong. We're going to talk about emotional fatigue today. We feel emotional fatigue when we get stressed, when we get overwhelmed, when we cannot complete our daily tasks because we feel we have no energy. Emotional fatigue leads to depression, leads to anxiety, and very often it causes us to feel very alone. This is why I want us to talk about emotional fatigue, because nowadays, especially with the pandemic, we see more people every day experiencing emotional fatigue. But what is it beside medication that could help someone who is suffering from emotional fatigue to recover? Well, emotional support helps a great deal in recovering emotional fatigue. Now, what do I mean by about emotional support? I mean counseling. I mean the environment encouraging, validating, being compassionate, being supportive of the ideas, of the needs, of the concerns, of the cares. Someone who is suffering from emotional fatigue experiences. Emotional fatigue doesn't develop in one day. It develops through the years. It is accumulation of disappointments and tending to be more isolated because the person does not want to bother with confrontations. So the person who suffers from emotional fatigue tends to isolate and tends to do things on his or her own. Maybe he or she interacts with others, but does not share anything from what he or she is troubled with, concerned. And the reason being because through the years, he or she has heard a lot of criticism. The same way emotional support, empowerment, encouragement, validation helps the person that suffers from emotional fatigue recover. Confrontation, criticism, constantly doubting and dismissing the person tends that person to develop emotional fatigue. So the damage that confrontation, criticism, dismissing do to people, emotional encouragement, empowerment, counseling gets the person out of that emotional fatigue. So criticism causes fatigue, emotional fatigue, and draining and difficulty in completing daily tasks. And empowerment and emotional encouragement helps the person not only complete the tasks, but even flourish. Of course, it's not that simple, but I wanted to bring this up. So Wednesday and Friday, we're going to see in more details how we can help ourselves or someone we know who clearly suffers from emotional fatigue recover and reset into a good life using the coping skills we are going to bring up. Again, emotional fatigue. Anybody can experience it. It does not mean we are broken. It only means that we have endured more confrontations and criticism that is needed.
We thank you for listening to Coffee Break with Ninita. Our goal is to help our StayWHOLE community work through their challenges. Please join this cause by supporting us on Patreon. You can do that for the price of just 1 cup of coffee per month. Just click on the Patreon link in the podcast description below, or simply visit us at www.patreon.com/StayWHOLE. We appreciate you and hope we can help you stay whole.